All right, guys, welcome back to the ALGS channel. Hope you guys are all doing well and having a great day so far. Good bit to dive into and discuss in today's video. And as promised, we are at a new location currently right behind me. You cannot see it, but it is a big glass window and it is a big lake behind me as well. You'll probably see it in the next video tomorrow. It will probably record this in daylight so that you can actually see it. But like I said, a lot of conversations to be had. We did have Legacy come out and give you some cryptic tweets after some big time confusion regarding their state in the ALGS as a signed team going to an organization. We thought they were getting signed, then they weren't. What's going on now and what's the latest up to date? Also, Respawn changing the zones. This is going to have big implications when it comes to ALGS and the LAN as we approach it in literally just a couple of weeks. So if you guys want to stay up to date with all things inside of the world of ALGS, and of course like the video, subscribe to the channel, and without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right into this. First thing wanted to mention was coming from Oversight Esports. Obviously, the Scrim results or the Pro Series at this point, Group B versus Group C. Man, I am loving to see this APAC North. I don't know if I would call it domination, but I mean, it really is very consistent at this point. So really good job from Fnatic once again to get into the top three and actually win it again. I think it's the third time they've won literally in just the last week or so. Disguised in second, Northception, another APAC North team in the top three as well. Obviously, there were some teams missing, and I've seen also some changes in which there are teams that are not actually going to be at LAN competing in these just because they're trying to keep these teams filled up. But yeah, for the most part, I mean, you do have Reject Winity also in that top four. So that's literally only one North America team in the top five. And we have been kind of covering that over the last couple of days. We're seeing less North American teams in this top five conversation. But at the end of the day, it is still Scrims. Now, the other group that did go down, that was A versus D. You did have Dark Zero winning that, which was no surprise. BR Demons, though, obviously from the South American region, that was a surprise. And Passion also was a surprise. LG in the top four and HAO in the top five. Complexity in dead last. And I think in the other group, you had Omit in dead last. So it is what it is at the end of the day. One team that we did see do decently well was Legacy, and the conversation has definitely been around them for quite some time. Obviously, a couple of weeks ago, we thought that Legacy was going to be going into a new organization. They had posted these cryptic tweets about it was finally worth the wait, and everybody was in the comment section saying, thank God, it's about time, you guys deserve this. And then nothing actually ever amounted to that. I actually talked to Legacy, and they told me that they they were not signed at the time. And I don't know if something fell through. I don't know exactly what happened, but it definitely seemed like they were going somewhere. Then something just didn't happen. Now, we do know of some organizations that were trying to get involved, and to my knowledge, it was not necessarily because of ALGS. It was actually because of the Saudi Arabia event that was supposed to host the Esports World Cup, and there were a lot of organizations that were actually not even involved in Apex at all, ever, that were looking to get involved all of a sudden. So maybe one of those, my guess is maybe one of those organizations just did not work. But Pastillo did post again that they have signed the contract. So maybe this actually means something this time. And once again, we're in the comments saying congrats, well deserved, much deserved. Congrats, my guy. And this is huge. So hopefully we are going in that direction. It was Yanya as well saying that finally we are signed for an organization. Pay attention in these weeks because that announcement is going to be very, very cool. So hope to see a really good one, and hopefully it is hopefully it's an exciting one. I really hope it is a big time organization that's here to stay in the long run, but definitely happy for these guys. They more than deserve this. They have been playing lights out, and honestly, they've been doing that for a couple of seasons at this point. So really happy to see it. Also wanted to make mention, Respawn making some zone changes. So you had Moist Coach basically coming out the other day saying that zones can now finish in invalid areas. Since the most recent update, zones seem to be able to end anywhere. I've spoken to a dev at Respawn and have also been told that they're aware of the issue. I'll post some of the invalid endings that I've seen so far in the comments, but we also had this picture. Now, if you haven't seen this yet, I've basically, this has been going around Reddit. This has also been going around just in general. People have been sharing where all these patches came from and things that slipped through the cracks. This was one of those things, but apparently Respawn had said that they made an update that were not in the patch notes. And so they wanted to let the pros know, let us know what you think, let us know how it goes. And apparently we've had some issues, to say the least. And this is actually their coach quoting that exact tweet. The new changes are designed to make end zones less predictable. So I assume that for the most part, you guys look at a zone map and there's a lot of key factors to, to keen in on here where they can actually predict these zones. They're trying to make it less predictable. I don't even know if that's a good thing. I think that's one of a team's strong suit, is to be able to predict it and have someone with that game knowledge who's been around playing for so long. I don't really know about this new change, but says it's ignoring the map's denial / allow zone. But lane is going to be interesting because obviously there are a lot of invalid zone endings. Very, very interested to see how this one plays out in the end, but interested to see what you guys have to say about that take as well. Do you guys think that the map zone should be a little bit more predictable as they have been, or should they go in this route of trying to make it less predictable? Interested to see what you guys have to say about that down below. Also wanted to mention some sad news, I guess. Obviously, we knew RKN was going to be stepping away from Sentinels. We got that confirmation. We already made a video on it as well. But this one was, this was not just a bio change. This was not just his teammate saying that they're going to be looking for a new teammate. We finally got an official word from RKN himself, and this was a long one. But he said, I never wanted a career in esports, actually, or even to be an online personality. It happened by chance. For a long time, I loved it. I loved playing. I loved the community. I loved engaging with the spectators, and Reddit included. Simply put, I just don't anymore. I don't want this anymore, and I'm not ready to be done, but I don't think I ever will be. There wasn't going to be a post, but I wanted to say thank you. Thank you, Apex Esports, for filling that gap in my life where I felt like I was on autopilot with no real purpose. Thank you for allowing me to travel the world and do more things that many won't ever do. And thank you for putting me on a stage and allowing me to experience the love of the crowd. Thank you to Hill for helping me start my career. Thank you to Yurice for thousands of hours of good times and showing me what good talent looked like at such a young age. Thank you to JMW and Bryn for giving me an opportunity to change everything. Many don't know, but I had all but decided to quit Apex already before being asked to sub in for Noises in Raleigh, and reaching grand finals before JMW got COVID was a pipe dream fueled entirely by your guys' belief in me. And I love you guys. Thank you to the guard. Thank you to Rambo. Thank you to Keon for believing in us when no one else did. Top 3 North America and grand finals at our first LAN with one of the loudest crowd supports in the world. Unforgettable. Standing on that stage with you guys and looking into the crowd, yell back at us after winning the second game of winners bracket will probably be one of the best days of my life forever. And obviously a lot of, just soul pouring into soul in the comment section. Keon, Nice Wig, Mac, Chrono, Zen, his Watson, just everybody here, man. And obviously, like I said in the last video, you can have your opinions on anybody you want to in the community. And obviously you may have somewhat of a valid opinion when it comes to, oh, I think so-and-so should be subbed out. I think he needs to take a step back, or I think he needs to be benched, whatever. Have those opinions, but at the end of the day, I love everybody as a human, especially in this scene, and I want them to stick around. I think they're a part of that scene. They've put themselves into the lore of that scene, and you never want to see someone step away from it. And when moments like this do happen, obviously, it is a little bit more emotional. So hope the best for the future of RKN, for real. And I really do. I don't know why I said for real. That seems a little unprofessional, but seriously, I really do hope the best for the guy and hope all things go well in the future. Also wanted to mention, just as we wrap the video up, a little bit of drama, of course. Aim Assist piking back into the conversation, but after you see this clip, it is unbelievable, man. There's more tweets from pros now tweeting directly at Respawn again to get Aim Assist nerfed after this clip took place. We're going to end it here, so of course, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and until the next time, we will see you all later, Gators. Roll the clip.
I'm just out of health guns now.
I don't think we can res him, bro. I don't think we can. I think we just might.
There's a rat right here, bro. I just got aim assist on him. He's literally on my ping.
So you're cheating.
He's right here. He's right here.
That's the blood.